And there are now more than 12 million cases around the world, a quarter of them here in the U.S. Arizona, Florida, South Carolina lead the world as we cross that 3 million mark.
And take a look at our sign of the times. We have a live look. Cars, those are cars. It's still dark there. Some of those lights are off, but there is a long line of cars there. What are they doing? In Phoenix, they are waiting for a testing site to open. It doesn't open for the next several hours, but they are there and trying to get tested, Robin.
Yeah, TJ, many of those hotspots, testing is still hard, as we're seeing, to come by. We're going to go live and talk live to the head of the CDC, Director Robert Redfield, in just a moment. But first, Matt Gutman is there at that testing site in Phoenix, starting us off with the latest. Good morning, Matt.
Hey, good morning, Robin. From what experts are calling the COVID capital of the world, the hotspot you just mentioned, and where testing has been so inadequate that people are calling this a public health failure. Now, TJ mentioned it. Folks started lining up here at this testing site, which doesn't require insurance, before 1 a.m. And I want to show you with that drone how far this line goes down already. Now, the last time that this site was opened, the line was 4 miles long, and the vast majority of people couldn't get tested because supplies ran out before they could get here.
With their patient flatlining, staff inside Houston's United Memorial Medical Center desperately working to keep this COVID patient alive.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, come on, good compression, people.
The grim reality across the South and West playing out in that tiny room in Houston as doctors and nurses pound her chest and pump air into the 66-year-old woman's lungs. The chilling video shot this week by the Associated Press. Her vitals started dropping at 11:47 p.m. By 11:52, like more than 130,000 American COVID victims, she was gone.
In coronavirus, 1 minute you're looking great, and the next minute you are gone.
Houston hospitals now short on ICU staff and beds.
We are playing musical chairs in the middle of the night, moving one patient from one side to another.
Statewide in Texas, nearly 10,000 patients are now hospitalized. This morning, as the nation blows past the 3 million case mark, staggering new numbers. Arizona, Florida, and South Carolina taking the top 3 spots where coronavirus cases are growing faster than anywhere else in the world. The Middle Eastern countries of Bahrain and Qatar rounding out the list of the top 5. Here in hard-hit Arizona, the number of cases increasing by 165% over the past 7 days, while testing for the virus has only increased 75%. The numbers indicating a full-on testing crisis.
So when you hear that there are 2.5 times as many COVID-positive people right now than there were a week ago, you're actually saying it's far worse than that.
We have hit the rate of limitations of our testing. We cannot do enough testing to keep up with how many positives we're having.
Nearly all of the state's ICU beds are full.
We're making decisions all the time, but in a pandemic, it has gotten significantly harder. Do we admit them or do we not? As you can imagine, that calculus becomes tougher when there are limited beds.
And as the surge rages in Florida with nearly 9,000 new cases on Wednesday, 41 hospitals have 0 beds available. In Mississippi, a cluster of COVID-19 infections in the capital, 36 cases reported after weeks of some politicians ignoring mask-wearing recommendations. The governor urging anyone who has come in contact with a state lawmaker to get tested for the virus. And in Tulsa, Oklahoma, local health officials saying that large events the past 2 weeks, like President Trump's Tulsa rally and protests on June 20th, likely contributed to their surge in new cases.
Now, here in Arizona, there is an increasing plea for federal help. And in the 9 days that the governor of the state, Doug Ducey, has not appeared in public, briefing the public about the coronavirus, the number of cases has tripled. But today, the governor is holding a briefing. I'm told he's going to talk about a massive new testing push, but also hinting at the possibility of closing down additional businesses. TJ.
All right, Matt, for us out there, thank you so much.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.